Have you noticed it? The invisible trap that everyone around you has fallen into. A life so comfortable that it's slowly destroying them. The bed is softer. The food is faster. The entertainment is endless. And yet, people are more anxious, more restless, more fragile than ever before. Why? Because comfort doesn't make us free. It makes us weak. Marcus Aurelius didn't live in comfort. He ruled during war, plague, betrayal. And yet he thrived because he understood a truth we've forgotten. The more we seek comfort, the more we surrender our strength. This isn't just philosophy. This is reality playing out in your own life. Think about it. How many challenges have you avoided because they were uncomfortable? How many opportunities have you lost because they required effort? How many times have you chosen the easy path and ended up exactly where you started? In this video, we're going to expose the comfort trap, how comfort quietly kills your strength and discipline, why the Stoics sought discomfort on purpose, and how you can reclaim your power in a world that's getting softer by the day. This isn't a motivational pep talk. This is a Stoic wake-up call. By the end of this video, you'll not only see comfort for what it really is, you'll be ready to step out of it and step into the strength that's been waiting for you all along. Stay with me. This will be the most uncomfortable 30 minutes of your week. And that's exactly the point. Comfort feels good, and that's exactly why it's dangerous. Because comfort never tells you its price. It doesn't knock on your door. It doesn't ask for payment today. No, comfort is patient. It waits. It collects interest from your future, your strength, your resilience, your edge, piece by piece. Let's take a moment to remember where we came from. Your ancestors didn't wake up in temperature-controlled bedrooms, reaching for glowing screens. They woke up to cold air biting their skin. They lit fires with numb fingers. They stepped into a world where every single day demanded strength. They didn't have food arriving at their door in 30 minutes. They hunted. They farmed. They prepared meals from what nature gave them. They didn't have endless entertainment streaming into their hands. Their stories came from the fire. Their music from the rhythm of life itself. Every single day was discomfort, and that discomfort forged resilience. But now, we've traded resilience for convenience. We've exchanged our edge for ease. And here's a truth the Stoics knew, a truth that echoes across centuries. Soft men create hard times. Comfort teaches you to avoid pain. Avoiding pain makes you fragile. The Stoics understood this. They didn't seek discomfort because they loved suffering. They sought it because they loved freedom. Seneca practiced voluntary discomfort, eating plain food, wearing rough clothing, sleeping on the floor, not because he had to, but because he refused to be ruled by comfort. He wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself, 'Is this the condition I feared?' Do you see it? The point isn't to suffer. The point is to reclaim control. Comfort has made us dependent. Discomfort makes us free. Because every time you choose discomfort, you reclaim your strength. You expand your capacity to endure. You take back your power from a world that profits from your weakness. The Stoics didn't just endure discomfort. They trained with it. For them, discomfort wasn't a wall to climb over once in a while. It was a whetstone, a place to sharpen their edge day after day. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, surrounded by wealth, servants, the comforts of an emperor's life, but also surrounded by war, plague, and betrayal. He didn't sit in the safety of a palace wishing for easier times. He walked directly into the storm, asking only for the strength to stand in it. In Meditations, he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That's not just a quote to post on Instagram. That's a blueprint for resilience. Every obstacle he faced, every betrayal, every sleepless night, every ounce of discomfort was turned into training. Then there's Epictetus, born a slave, crippled, owning nothing, and yet his words still move the world 2,000 years later. Why? Because Epictetus understood the essence of Stoicism. Discomfort strips away illusion. It shows you what's real. It teaches you what you actually control. He taught, don't seek for things to happen as you wish. Wish for things to happen as they do happen, and your life will go smoothly. This isn't passive acceptance. It's strategic strength. The Stoics didn't wait for life to test them. They trained for discomfort every day so that when life struck, they were unshaken. And here's the reality for you. If you want to become unshakable, you can't just think like a Stoic. You must live like one. That means deliberately stepping into discomfort, choosing the harder path when the easy one tempts you, choosing discipline over distraction, choosing silence over constant noise. Because every time you step into discomfort by choice, you're rehearsing for the day it comes uninvited. Modern life tells you comfort is the reward. The Stoics knew discomfort is the reward, because it shapes you into someone life cannot break. Picture this. The year is 174 AD. Marcus Aurelius is not sitting on a golden throne in Rome. He is in a military tent. The air is cold, the ground is hard. Plague is sweeping through the empire. War is pressing at the borders. The weight of an entire world rests on his shoulders. And yet he writes, not of luxury, not of comfort, but of discipline, of the need to live in accordance with reason, to hold steady, to train the soul. Discipline isn't born in comfort. It is forged in discomfort, by choice, long before it is demanded. The Stoics didn't wait for life to bring adversity. They created controlled hardship to prepare themselves. Seneca's voluntary discomfort. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome. Yet he would regularly dress in rough clothing, eat the simplest food, and sleep on hard ground. Not because he had to, but because he refused to be a slave to comfort. He asked himself, is this what I feared? Every act of chosen discomfort made him stronger. How to train like a modern Stoic. So, how do we do this in a world of endless convenience? 1. Rose. Practice voluntary discomfort. Skip the luxury you depend on. Eat simpler food. Sleep without perfect bedding. Remind yourself, if I can choose this, I can endure anything life chooses for me. 2. Physical challenge. The body trains the mind. Exercise daily. Push through discomfort in cold, heat, fatigue. Each rep is a message to your mind. I am stronger than my limits. 3. Embrace stillness. Modern life fears silence. Spend 10 minutes a day without distraction, no phone, no noise. Stillness builds mental endurance. 4. Delay gratification. Don't take the easiest reward. Train yourself to wait, to work, to choose what serves your higher self over what soothes your cravings. Seneca reminds us, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Every act of discomfort is a deposit into the bank of resilience. And over time, these deposits create wealth far beyond money. Strength that nothing can take away. Here's the truth most people will never admit. The more you chase comfort, the more trapped you become. Comfort feels like freedom, but it's a golden cage. It lulls you into dependence. It convinces you that safety is the goal. And when life shakes that safety, you realize you have no strength to stand. That is not freedom. That is slavery disguised as ease. Marcus Aurelius saw this clearly. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. And you cannot truly live if you are sedated by endless comfort. True freedom isn't the absence of discomfort. True freedom is the ability to stay calm, steady, and in control, no matter how uncomfortable life becomes. Here's the paradox. The more you step into discomfort, the less the world can control you. The more you train in hardship, the less you fear it. The more you choose the harder path, the more unshakable you become. So here's your choice. Stay in the comfort that slowly erodes your strength, or step into discomfort and build a life that nothing can take from you. The Stoics didn't live for comfort. They lived for excellence. And if you've watched this far, you feel it. The pull to become more than comfort will allow. Your next step is clear. In the next video, we go further. Beyond comfort, beyond distraction, into the solitude, the discipline, the mental toughness of rebuilding yourself alone. Watch video 3. Rebuild yourself alone. Stoic Guide to Mental Toughness now. Your transformation doesn't end here. It begins here. Subscribe to Stoic Insights 365. Your new life, the life beyond comfort, is waiting.